Okay, I just wanted to show you guys who I'm talking about again in some of these videos, and I wanted to give you some background information. So when I talk about Kathy Dewar at myredbook.com, Republican, Felonious, Mountain View High School, 3535 Truman Avenue, Mountain View, California, 94040. This is who I'm talking about. You can find her LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/Kathy Dewar. That's KATHY D as in dog, E as in elephant, W as in water, A as in apple, R as in Roger or road, -1067-6418. Again, 1067-6418. That was my AP English teacher in high school. And apparently her husband, Scott Dewar, you can see here, I'm not going to click on this because I can't show you the pictures and stuff, otherwise YouTube will make the video private. But it says Scott Dewar Photography and Nude Art. This is the husband of Kathy Dewar. So there was an art teacher at myredbook.com, Republican, Felonious, Mountain View High School, 3535 Truman Avenue, Mountain View, California, 94040. The art teacher was definitely a myredbook.com Republican member, or a member of the site myredbook.com, which was full of Republicans, and it was an escort or courtesan site on the surface that was taken down by the feds in 2014. There was a portion of that site that had a forum that was dedicated to MOLESTERS, apparently, and they had to pay extra to access that forum on the site. And you can also see that, you know, Scott Dewar, oh, never mind. There are just two links for basically the same thing, but you can see the entire photography and nude art part of Scott Dewar's stuff at modelsociety.com, photographer Scott-Dewar. And here you can see Scott Dewar is also founder and president of Site Perfect Research, and you can see here's his LinkedIn. I guess I have to do a quick security check. Okay, so it's too long to, repeat back the entire URL to you guys, but you can see his picture right here on his LinkedIn profile. Backtracking for a sec, the art teacher from myredbook.com, Republican, Felonious, Mountain View High School, 3535 Truman Avenue, Mountain View, California, 94040. That art teacher actually said that he was very good friends with Kathy and Scott Dewar, and since Scott Dewar, you know, has been into nude photography, it's not a huge jump to think that he was on, that Scott Dewar with his nude photography was, you know, providing photography services for the women or, you know, young ladies or what have you on myredbook.com. And here's the website, I guess, for Site Perfect research here. Yep, here it is. So you can see it at siteperfect.com. And you can see here that some of the clients have been Nike, Best Buy, 24-Hour Fitness, and Pete's Coffee and Tea. So the myredbook.com Republican felon mob Herbert family made trips to Pete's Coffee twice a day. That's myredbook.com Republican felon, pimp, madam, stalker, solicitor of stalking, perjurers, solicitor of perjuring, suborner of perjury, 422 PC, death threat maker, cyberstalker, solicitor of cyberstalking, kickback receiver, kickback provider, briber, blackmailer, extortionist, etc., Alice Wistar Herbert, and myredbook.com Republican felon, suborner of perjury, solicitor of perjury, perjurer, pimp, 422 PC, death threat maker, stalker, solicitor of stalking, libel writer, solicitor of libel writing, slanderer, solicitor of slandering, solicitor of murder, attempted murder, briber, blackmailer, extortionist, kickback receiver, kickback provider, solicitor of blackhat hacking, etc., Richard Lyon Herbert, Los Altos, Seaside, Monterey, Oceanside, Gilroy, and Pennsylvania. So those two, myredbook.com Republican felons, etc., Alice Wistar Herbert and Richard Lyon Herbert made trips to Pete's Coffee twice a day in downtown Los Altos. So there's the obvious connection between the myredbook.com Republican felon Dewar family and the myredbook.com Republican felon mob Herbert family. In addition, the fact that Scott Dewar, myredbook.com Republican felon, etc., Scott Dewar has these clients, Nike, Best Buy, 24-Hour Fitness, and Pete's Coffee and Tea, tells you that he had an abundance of men that he could refer to his nude photography and myredbook.com. And just so you know what I'm talking about when I refer to legal stuff, here's a little ditty on moral turpitude. You can see this at shouselelaw.com. S as in stop sign, H as in Harry or hat, O as in orange, U as in umbrella, S as in stop sign, E as in elephant, L as in light bulb, A as in apple, W as in water.com /C as in cat, A as in apple /defense /laws /crimes involving moral turpitude. And here's some information on the hearsay and exceptions, the hearsay rule and exceptions in California. And this is also put together by shouselaw.com. Here's the hearsay excited utterance rule: spontaneous statements made in the excitement of the moment. Here's what I'm talking about when I say 170.6. Disqualification of a judge on grounds of prejudice. This is the 170.6. This is also defined by shouselaw.com. So you can go to shouselaw.com/CA/defense /disqualification -of-judge-for-prejudice /. And just so you all know, that first restaurant, or second restaurant maybe, that myredbook.com, Republican, felon, suborner, perjury, solicitor, perjury, perjurer, 422, PC, death threat maker, pimp, solicitor of rape, rapist, MOLESTER, solicitor of MOLESTATION, attempted murder, solicitor of murder, cyberstalker, solicitor of cyberstalking, libel writer, solicitor of libel writing, slander, solicitor of slandering, briber, blackmailer, extortionist, kickback receiver, kickback provider, etc., etc. That first or second restaurant that, Richard Lyon Herbert. So that first or second restaurant that myredbook.com, Republican, felon, etc., etc., Richard Lyon Herbert took me to in Half Moon Bay when I was still, underage, when I was still a minor. The distance between Half Moon Bay and Moss Beach, where the myredbook.com Republican felonious Dewar family resides, it's an 11-minute car drive, or 11-minute drive in a car from Moss Beach to Half Moon Bay. And that's where I'm going to leave off on this video.